be applied using a jacket?
Jackets would work. What else modern clothing that you would wear could work with these chokes? Ryan, what's something you can think of that's a clothing item?
Kind of a loose colored hoodie, maybe.
A loose hoodie?
Yeah.
Bathrobe, which is based on a kimono, would work. Anyone wear a robe at home? Some people call it a house coat. You can use t-shirts, but I've done a lot, and you rip the t-shirt clean off someone. Bare skin, you have to start to do koshi jitsu and rip the muscle, but you can actually use chokes with bare skin too. If you're fighting someone without their shirt on, run. You know, they're crazy. So, you know what I mean? But you can do it with t-shirts. So you have to know what they're wearing. If they're wearing something, it may not work. We're doing these because we're respecting the tradition of the Takagi Yoshin Ryu. But sometimes you have to jettison this stuff and let it go if it doesn't work, okay? It's very important to remember what period of time we're training. Were we wearing armor, yoroi? Were we wearing kimono? Is it a modern day 21st century choke? Very different. A lot of these chokes can be applied on the ground just as well as standing. We're going to do some standing tonight. Very important, you have about 3 to 10 seconds before you pass out. So you must communicate with your friend you're working with. Tap early. Everyone say tap early tonight. Very important. Do not tap your body where they can't see it. If they're choking you, you tap their arm and say tap, tap. If you feel lightheaded, stop and take a break. Because if you cut the blood off from your carotid, you're going to pass out. And I don't want to have to revive you, okay?
Yes, sir.
So communication is extremely important tonight. And don't go so hard. You know, it's not an enemy tonight. Just get the pressure on, hold it for 1 to 2 seconds, and let go. We're just feeling these tonight. We're not trying to master them in 1 hour. Grab a training partner.
Yes, sir.
Is anybody? Thank you, Ray. Gotta come way over here behind me so you can see exactly what I'm doing. This is our model Ray. Relax, Ray, because I'm just going to apply it. This is our palette. We're going to paint, okay? Honjime. Honjime. I would say hon, as in gyaku, jime. Principle or basic choke. See the shape of his kimono. Come close, you're too far away. In this case, I'm going to reach in with my thumb down, across his body. If you go here, it's not going to work so well. I need to be behind his neck. You want to get this as deep as possible. If you're doing Migi, of course, you can do left too. The way that his uniform is set up, this is actually an easier side to get in because it's more open. This is actually harder to get in because it's tighter. So even the way that you do it is important, okay? For tonight, I just want you to take your right hand and draw this up. From here, I'm going to use the side of my hand to choke his carotid artery. Without pressure, it doesn't work. So what you need to do is grab his opposite lapel. I'm going to pull this not down, but diagonally toward the front door. As I pull this and apply pressure, he'll start to feel pressure on his neck and he'll tap. It's very quick. Am I using my hand or my arm? The answer is both. I'm using my hand here, and if you want to do an air choke, you turn your arm into it too. So you're attacking 2 places, 1, 2. Again, this doesn't work by itself. You've got to put equal and opposite pressure. I'm pushing in, pulling down and across here. It's very quick. Honjime. Always toki, pin the foot. If I don't pin the foot, he'll knee me, he'll run, he'll turn, he'll spit, whatever it is. You want to pin that foot for psychological reasons. Feel that, Ray?
Hi.
Here's what I want you to do. Just apply it until he taps. Notice he's tapping my arm. He's doing a very good job. Don't stay here quiet. 1. And then I want you to do the equal and opposite here. Are you ready to try it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. When I do, right, I'm going to apply pressure so you naturally bend your back backwards. Say he grabs, like, he's doing this, like, hey, you want trouble? Whatever it is. You want to use a wall as your friend. So from here, if he's doing this, and he's the bad guy, maybe he's asking me where my payment is for the month or whatever it is, I want to use the wall as my friend. If you push someone against the wall, it comes on really quick. So whether I go this way or this way, I'm using my arm to push toward the wall. Cole just happens to be in the middle of that. So even if he's grabbing me here, just bring your hands up here. He's got disadvantage. He's grabbed me from here. Get over here. Give me your money. You know, if you had to do that to someone, it's kind of cool. So using the wall to my advantage by doing this and pulling equal and opposite the opposite way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
One more thing. Let me show this in a practical application. If Ray is here.
Right.
Say he goes to grab or punch. I want to enter in and hit him, shock him for a second. Because you're not going to get the choke without some sort of distraction.
Sir.
Move my body into position here and hit. Then I have the choke. The second I choke, sweep the leg. And then choke quick. So I'm doing it kind of, I had to hesitate. In real life I wouldn't. So it's 1 1/4. Apply, watch where my body goes. 1, 2, here, and choke. Feel it?
Yes, sir.
One more, Ray.
Yes, sir.
One more, please. Hi. Go on, hitting here, grabbing. Oh, it's already on. Sweep the leg, take him down. Can you do it?
Sir.
I want you to do this. Gyakujime. Gyaku's to reverse. So rather than thumb down, oh look, I'm gonna go thumb up. Here, butterfly of death. So from here, everyone come over here so you can make sure you can see now.
Yes, sir.
This goes again on the collar, wherever you can get it. I'm going to use my knuckles here to attack his carotid by rolling it in. So the bottom knuckles here go against the artery. Rolling this. Again, it won't work without opposite reaction here. So from here, you pin the foot. This is a nice shield, by the way. Pulling down and just rotating this over and crushing the windpipe at the same time. Feel it?
Yes, sir.
It's quick. Coming this way, same thing. Deep, deep, deep down here won't work. Crossing over and pressing. If I don't put my foot on his, he'll walk backwards and defeat it, see? So I want to make sure I pin his feet when I do this. I have what's called intention. These don't work without intention. It's not like, yeah, how was your day today? It's got to be like, back! Here, it's got to have good intention. I'm doing this to him. I'm almost punching him. Matter of fact, there are versions where you punch him in the throat as you do it. Well, just imagine this, and then you punch as you pull this. I'm going to do it lightly. Relax your throat. Boom. So you can go bang, 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 and move in if you needed to. If that's more of a hit than a choke. So 1, 2, and then walk away, let him get some air, and do it to them.
Yes, sir.
Come close. The way to resist these, a lot of them, is to bury your chin. If he drops his chin, he counters the choke. Because I can't get at his carotid. So just drop your chin. Now I'm crushing his jaw. It doesn't work as well. So if you're ever being applied to you, drop your chin. It usually saves you some seconds. What I would have to do, if this isn't working on his mandible, it's too strong, use your fingers. So what I did is I'm taking my pinky finger and I'm going to drive it down into his neck bone. You can't see it, but I'm doing this to Cole. Right, because I'm like this when I'm choking him. I'm just going to extend that down. So from here, if he drops his chin, it's still not working. Just drive your fingers in this way. Feel it? But we're going to move on. Next one. This one, you can grab their shoulders so they're bare-chested or whatever. You can still do it. Now again, these are dangerous because I'm open for attack. So knowing these, we're learning principles, but they're not necessarily the best street moves to use. From here, you come up and put your fingers here like you're giving them a rub. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Come close, because you can't see from that angle. You got to be over here. Again, I'm pinning his foot. This is koshi-jitsu. I'm attacking his muscle by squeezing it. It is a pinch, a choke. Take your thumbs and drive him down beyond the clavicle. Right in this pit between your breastplate and the neck. There's all that area of niceness.
Nice.
So from here, I'm going to drive my thumbs down as I pull his collar forward or here. I like to grab his collar and drive him down, but you can also grab here. I'm going to push him down to the ground. Feel it?
Sir.
Next person. One, you might knee first. Look how he's set up now. These are like nails down into the opponent here. They'll go straight down, believe me. There's something gross about this area. You can grab their gi and do it too. Like here it is. 1, 2. Can openers. Down! Okay?
Sir!
This is when I need the person on their toes. So from here, as I grab him, I'm going to lift him with my thumbs up. Here's what it looks like. Come close.
Sir!
Hands are grabbing, using your boshi here. This line, it's nice on Ethan. See that line? That's called the uko, rain door. And you're going to drive this in to his veins and up at the same time, like you're pinching his carotid arteries. So by doing this and up, he rises up. Can you imagine knee striking him from there? When you raise someone's face up, their groin goes forward naturally, so a nice knee strike there. So if Ethan was grabbing me or something, I would move him out of the way and lift him up from here and knee him. Again, I'm pinning his foot every time. This is a fantastic throw. You have a nice handle here. You drive him up, which takes his mind off of hitting you, and then you can whip him around to where you need him to be. From here, come close.
Yes, sir.
This is a choke on the ground. You notice the collar is on the back of his neck.
Yes, sir.
If I drop him and I lift quickly, what will happen to his head? If I do this, could snap it. Or you put your knee on their face and lift up.
Yes, sir.
Could break. Or, remember the uko. Stand up for me. I'm going to do the whole thing. As you grab from here. I move, I catch. I apply. I take him to the ground. And watch this. Press to the ground. Tap Ethan when it hurts. See how quick it is?
Yes, sir.
Same. I never let this go. Lifting up and driving these can openers into nails into the dirt. They'll scream for their life. Trust me.
Sir!
Sir.
It's vicious.
Yes, sir.
You grab this part of his gi, not high, but low. I want 4 or 5 inches here. If I pull him down, he's going to naturally want to stand up to resist. So if I pull him down and he stands up, there it is. I need to get behind Ray. So as he pulls up, I want to move here quickly behind him. See how I'm using this to the front of his neck now?
Sir!
It was on the side, but as I move here, it becomes in front. Now this hand, you're not going to get, you just grab his gi, left hand and right, motorcycle grip. Use your head against the back of their neck and use his gi to strangle. Okay, it's quick. Like so in a bar or something, don't even move. I might want to apply this offensively. So when you walk up to someone, you would grab them here, grab their shoulder to spin them into position before he punches you. I certainly wouldn't be standing here, he'll hit me. So as I grab from here, it's 1 1/4. From here, if he's too tall, kick his leg. 2. And then leave him on the ground if you need to here and lift. There's 1,000 things we can do. Another version is pulling him back this way. Remember what we did? Football helmet, pull his cap off. It's gross.
Sir!
Do this with a friend.
Sir!
So it's probably the most basic of all chokes, the most common in MMA and stuff. So I clear this out of the way and I just move in and catch. Or if I want to be offensive, just relax. From here, I'll just take her, grab her shoulder and spin her into my web here. I'm putting Tammy, I'm turning her body right into this position. If maybe you need to do sentry removal, watching a lot of Assassin's Creed or something, from here, from behind, you kick their leg without them knowing, and they fall into your cradle. Here it is, come close.
Yes, sir! Sir.
Crook of your arm, right across the throat gently. Triangle choke. Grab your gi so she can't escape. I don't grab her gi, she'll walk out of it. Grab your gi here. See it?
Yes, sir.
Already it's choking. To apply more pressure, don't leave your head here. She'll headbutt me. Whoop. No good. Put your hand on the back of her head and push forward. Or you can turn it and use your knuckles to grind it in. Combining this with this forward action and a small crunch, dropping my elbows to my stomach, it's already on. This is literally crushing 3 sides, san, each knee san, 2 carotids and the air. No good here, there's air. I gotta get it tight as can be. 2, 3, 4. From here, gently backwards, you're going to relax backwards. From here, take them down, and there it is. See it?
Yes, sir.
It's hard for them to escape from when they're on their butt. If she drops her chin, I'll just crush her face. Same idea, just a face. It's a cow would crush, okay?
Yes, sir.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Tight.